Have you ever wondered what it's like to grow up in one of the most powerful and wealthy families in the world? Imagine a life where private jets are the norm. Custom-built mansions serve as your playground, and an empire worth billions awaits your command. This is the reality for Barron Trump, the youngest son of former U.S. President Donald Trump and former First Lady Melania Trump. Despite being born into immense privilege, Barron remains a bit of an enigma. While his older siblings, Donald Jr., Ivanka, Eric, and Tiffany, have built public personas in business and politics, Barron has largely stayed out of the limelight. But as he transitions into adulthood, the world is beginning to take a greater interest in the heir to the Trump fortune. So what is life really like for Barron Trump? What kind of education has shaped him? What are his interests? And what does the future hold for the youngest Trump? Buckle up, because we're taking an exclusive, deep dive into the world of luxury, legacy, and untold secrets of Barron Trump's incredible life. Born on March 20th, 2006 in New York City, Barron William Trump entered the world as the only child of Donald and Melania Trump. From day one, he was surrounded by a level of wealth and influence most people could only dream of. But despite his privileged upbringing, Melania, his mother, has emphasized raising Barron with a sense of normalcy, at least as much as possible when your father is a billionaire businessman turned president of the United States. Melania has been deeply involved in his upbringing, personally overseeing his education, manners, and overall well-being. Unlike his older siblings, who were raised primarily by their mother, Ivana Trump, Barron has had the full attention of Melania, who often refers to him as Little Donald because of his strong resemblance to his father. But in many ways, Barron is charting his own course, displaying a quiet yet strong-willed personality that keeps people intrigued. Barron's education has always been top tier, reflecting the Trump family's desire to ensure he receives the best academic foundation possible. His early schooling began at Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School in New York City, one of the most prestigious private schools in the country. This elite institution, known for its rigorous curriculum and impressive alumni, catered to Barron's development with a strong emphasis on critical thinking, leadership, and creativity. But in 2017, everything changed when his father took office as the 45th President of the United States. Unlike past presidents, Donald Trump decided to keep his youngest son out of the Washington, D.C. spotlight for as long as possible. While most first children move into the White House immediately, Barron and Melania stayed in New York for several months before finally relocating. Once settled in Washington, Barron became the first presidential child in over 35 years to attend a school outside of Sidwell Friends, the institution traditionally chosen by first families. Instead, he enrolled at St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Maryland, an elite private school known for its commitment to academic excellence and individualized learning. Today, as Barron enters adulthood, he has reportedly chosen to further his education in business and economics, attending the Stern School of Business at New York University. Given the Trump family's vast real estate empire, this decision makes perfect sense, positioning Barron as a future leader in the industry his family has dominated for decades. One of the first things people notice about Barron is his height. At just 18 years old, he stands at an astonishing 6 feet 9 inches tall, making him the tallest Trump family member. His towering frame often catches the attention of the media and public alike, leading many to wonder whether he has considered a career in basketball. While there have been no official reports of Barron pursuing professional sports, his height certainly sets him apart. Beyond his striking physical appearance, Barron also possesses an impressive set of skills. He is fluent in multiple languages, speaking English, Slovene, his mother's native tongue, and even some French. Melania made sure that Barron was well versed in Slovene from an early age, allowing him to communicate with his maternal grandparents Victor and Amalia Knavs, who played a significant role in his upbringing. His linguistic abilities set him apart from his siblings, none of whom have demonstrated the same level of fluency in their mother's language. This unique skill could serve Barron well in the future, particularly if he chooses to expand the Trump brand on a global scale. Barron has lived in some of the most opulent residences in the world. His childhood was spent in Trump Tower, the iconic Manhattan skyscraper that serves as the headquarters of the Trump Organization. Unlike most children, who might have a single room to call their own, Barron had an entire floor of the penthouse to himself. This personal suite, decorated in a lavish style fitting of the Trump name, featured gold accents, crystal chandeliers, and panoramic views of Central Park. When his father was elected president, Barron moved into the White House, where he had access to some of the most historic and exclusive rooms in the country. While most children grow up with simple backyards, Barron had the White House lawn as his personal playground. But his time at the White House wasn't permanent. After his father's presidency ended, Barron relocated to Mar-a-Lago, the Trump family's sprawling estate in Palm Beach, Florida. This 17-acre property features 126 rooms, a massive ballroom, and private beach access. Mar-a-Lago has long served as the Trump family's winter retreat, offering a level of exclusivity and luxury that few other homes in America can match. The Trump family also owns properties in New York, New Jersey, and even the Caribbean. One of the most stunning is their estate in Westchester County, New York, a $12 million mansion surrounded by rolling hills and lush greenery. There's also the Trump family's former estate in St. Martin, a $3 million Caribbean retreat featuring breathtaking ocean views and resort-like amenities. For Barron, these homes are more than just places to live. They're symbols of his family's immense wealth and influence. Whether he's in New York, Florida, or traveling abroad, Barron always has a luxurious residence waiting for him. At just 18 years old, Barron Trump is already on track to amass an enormous fortune. His estimated net worth currently sits at around $100 million, a staggering amount for someone his age. But this is just the beginning. As the son of a billionaire, Barron stands to inherit a significant portion of the Trump family's wealth. Donald Trump's net worth is estimated to be around $3 billion, and much of this fortune will eventually be passed down to his children. While Barron's older siblings have already established their roles in the family business, he has the advantage of learning from their experiences while bringing his own fresh perspective. But Barron isn't just relying on inheritance. He has already begun securing endorsement deals, signing partnerships with brands like H&M and Skechers. These collaborations hint at a future where Barron could step into the world of fashion, business, or even entrepreneurship. Being the son of one of the most polarizing figures in modern history comes with its own set of challenges. While Barron Trump enjoys the luxury of private jets, extravagant homes, and a fortune most can only dream of, his life has also been shaped by intense public scrutiny. Unlike his older siblings, who have actively engaged in politics and business, Barron has remained relatively shielded from the media. Melania has been fiercely protective of her son's privacy, often keeping him out of the public eye to ensure he has as normal a childhood as possible. But as he grows older, the world is becoming increasingly curious about the youngest Trump and his place in the family empire. Despite the efforts to keep him away from the spotlight, Barron has been a frequent topic of conversation on social media. Every public appearance he makes sparks waves of speculation, whether it's about his height, his future career, or even his personality. Yet through it all, Barron has remained remarkably private, making him all the more intriguing to those who follow the Trump family. One of the biggest questions surrounding Barron Trump's future is whether he will follow in his father's footsteps. The Trump family is deeply entrenched in business and politics, with Donald Trump's brand being synonymous with real estate, luxury, and controversy. His older siblings, Donald Jr., Eric, and Ivanka, have all played significant roles in the Trump organization, handling various aspects of the business. Ivanka even took on a high-profile advisory role in her father's administration, while Don Jr. and Eric continue to manage the family's real estate ventures. But where does Barron fit into all of this, while he has largely stayed away from politics? There have been hints that he might one day take an active role in the family empire. In 2023, it was reported that Barron had begun attending business meetings with his father, getting a first-hand look at how deals are made. This suggests that he's being groomed for a future in the Trump organization, much like his older siblings. However, some reports indicate that Barron is more interested in pursuing a different path, one that may not involve politics at all. Sources close to the Trump family suggest that Barron has an interest in technology and finance, areas that could allow him to carve out his own legacy separate from his father's. Being a member of the Trump family comes with its fair share of challenges. The name Trump is known worldwide, and with that recognition comes both admiration and criticism. For Barron, growing up in such a high-profile family means constantly being under a microscope. Unlike his siblings, who had relatively private childhoods before stepping into the spotlight, Barron was born into fame. His father's presidency only intensified this attention, making him one of the most watched first children in modern history. Despite the intense public interest, Barron has remained relatively quiet. He rarely speaks in public, and there are very few interviews or statements from him directly. Some speculate that he prefers a life away from the chaos of politics, while others believe he is simply waiting for the right moment to step into the public eye. Regardless of what a path he chooses, one thing is certain. Barron Trump's future is one of immense potential. Whether he follows in his father's footsteps or carves out his own destiny, he has all the resources and influence necessary to shape his own empire. Now here comes the part you've been waiting for, the topic that sparked endless speculation and countless online debates. There have been swirling rumors about Barron Trump dating model Clara Jones, who is 2 years older than him. However, his father, Donald Trump, has dismissed these claims. During an appearance on the PBD podcast with Patrick Bet-David, Donald Trump shared, "I'm not sure he's there yet. I don't think he's had a girlfriend yet." He added that Barron doesn't seem to mind being alone, but is someone who connects well with others. Donald Trump often praises Barron, calling him smart and revealing his involvement in surprising projects. For instance, during his election campaign, Trump mentioned that Barron helped decide which podcasters to feature in interviews. He even credited Barron with playing a key role in the family's latest cryptocurrency venture. Barron's personal life has been the subject of curiosity for years. A few years ago, a TikToker named Maddie claimed she briefly dated Barron when they were both students at Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School in New York, but the relationship reportedly ended when they attended different schools. Another name linked to him in the past was Sarah Claire. Now, with reports of Barron and Clara Jones appearing at events together, speculation continues to grow. When it comes to luxury, Barron Trump has experienced it all. Unlike most teenagers who dream of owning their first car, Barron has access to a fleet of high-end vehicles, private jets, and yachts. His father's collection of luxury cars is legendary, including Rolls-Royces, Ferraris, and Lamborghinis. While Barron is still relatively young, it wouldn't be surprising if he starts building his own collection in the coming years. Beyond cars, Barron has traveled the world in style. Private jets, five-star resorts, and exclusive experiences are all part of his daily life. Whether it's vacationing at Mar-a-Lago, staying at Trump Tower, or jet-setting to exotic destinations, Barron has seen more of the world by 18 than most people see in a lifetime. Despite being one of the most well-known teenagers in the world, Barron Trump remains a mystery. His future is still unwritten, and while many speculate about his career path, only time will tell what role he will play in the Trump empire. Will he take on a leadership role in the Trump organization? Will he step into politics like his father? Or will he forge his own path in an entirely different industry? One thing is for sure, whatever Barron Trump decides to do, the world will be watching. And if you're eager to hear more about his journey, make sure to like and subscribe. This is just the beginning.